What is wrong with your mouth? He's trying to do the breath.
I need help, bro.
Cut.
Do you need
She looks terrified. I mean,
do you need to sneeze or something? What's the matter?
I'm worried too.
I mean, it's gonna. I don't want too much vertical and then the curve.
It's
we
not.
may have to.
Yeah, it's
I
not,
think it's going to start curving quicker.
it's not the right proportions.
Yeah. So this is just potentially temporary.
One of the major features of this kitchen has to get figured out today, and that's this range hood that's going to be a focal point of the kitchen. So we're going to start by hanging the vent itself, which has nothing to hang to. So we're making some special brackets that are custom, and I use the word custom lightly there. They're just some 2x4 screwed together. And then once that's done, we can actually design the rest, mock something up, and figure out what it's going to be so that Jaime can make the real thing back in the shop.
You see that acting, Ashley?
That's great.
I had Jaime just like give it the feel it, check it out. There you go.
Yeah.
Professional.
I'm amazed at all you guys do.
There it is. Nice.
It's so smooth.
Like this, just maybe not as.
I'm thinking overall that the top of it would be close to where the top of this is.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Why don't you just draw it on the wall?
like there, but then it would start curving down there and be down. It would only have maybe 6 inches of vertical, and then make the curve. So let's draw the width on that part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, Jamie's drawing the shape of what this thing's going to look like on the wall, and the placement of our brackets we just put up, it's not going to work. They're too far out, and the corner of the actual facade is probably going to go right across them. So we're going to take them off, move them closer to the middle of the unit, and try again. This is what happens a lot of times if you don't design something ahead of time.
On the fly.
You have to build it several times.
Okay, looks like we're making progress here.
I'm gonna need some a little bit of white glue, maybe some all-purpose flour, newspapers.
If I'm not mistaken, you're making a cardboard mock-up of the range hood.
Well,
Right now?
cardboard is so much cheaper than metal. I mean, by the time I put fiberglass and zip tape on this thing, you won't be able to tell the difference.
This is not what I had in mind at all.
Yeah. It's better for the homeowners to not be around when the contractors are working, Ashley. That's what I would say.
Oh, look, that is the perfect size.
Oh my gosh.
With no small amount of effort, we have finally come up with a cardboard version of the metal hood vent that's going to happen. Jamie's going to take that back to the shop. Are you going to take this back to the physical?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he is going to take this back to the shop, the cardboard piece, so that he has all the dimensions he can pull off of it and make the real thing out of some kind of steel.
You know what the real hood vent would say if it was in the room right now?
Is this a joke?
Are you mocking me?
Oh, like we're mocking something up? See?
Yeah, it's kind of like
I got
that.
it.
Yeah, no, it's like mocking. What are you mocking me? All right, forget it. Whatever. Wow, it's like some Matrix stuff right there. We need more cameras to film that. I'm probably going to go down to the local body shop where they fix busted up cars and crashed cars and find some sheet metal from a vehicle.
Oh.
That would be ideal. I mean, it's the right
That
gauge.
looks like about the shape of a Buick hood right there.
I mean, if we could just find something that's already close, that'd
Yeah.
make our job easier. Actually, I did think maybe about using a 55-gallon drum, a metal barrel.
Yeah,
And
that's
because
pretty
it might
close.
have a curve already in it that's kind of close, and it would have some ribbing You know, I don't know if I don't know. I mean, it's adding detail and decorative stuff. I don't know if we want that. I'm gonna have to go measure some barrels.
I grew up as a redneck, but that just seems kind of redneck.
I used to be a redneck, but not a redneck anymore.
We're gonna get going in the shower or tub area here. Jason's getting it ready for the grouting process by cleaning it up. And we're using the little dentist tool that Jamie always has.
This one.
Oh man, that one's... But anyway, that works great to get in the grout lines. If you got a little bit of the thin set protruding and your grout's a different color, you don't want that. So he's literally toothpicked or whatever that thing is, all of this morning. Thanks, Jay.
Looking great. Yeah, really just a wet towel. You just get on it.
Yeah.
What I do is like take the edge like that, stick it behind the tile a little bit.
Ooh, did you hear that squeak?
Squeaky clean.
Wow.
Mr. Clean, better.
Hey, if things get rough, I got some Tubbo towel. You know, if you find something that you just can't.
Well, I mean,
Can't
add
Hashtag not
to it.
sponsored.
Is this grout cock here?
I
Does he
think.
not want to do grout cock to the ceiling?
Yes, grout cock to the
Well, I
ceiling.
asked him that, and he said no.
Really? No, just do it then.
Well, James,
Well, don't
you
ask
want
twice.
this grout right to the ceiling or grout cock at the ceiling?
It's pre-mixed. Maybe it's got a little bit more flexy.
I don't know. Everywhere. Everywhere? Everywhere.
Okay, I think we got it.
So you want this everywhere?
It says flexi on it.
You want it everywhere?
I think I put it everywhere. I mean, you can.
I guess I'm putting it everywhere. Oh my gosh, it is going everywhere, dude.
It is. It's
I'm going nuts right now.
This is weird stuff. It's like, what'd you say, kinetic sand
It's
or
like
something?
kinetic sand, dude.
It doesn't really stick to itself very well.
Doesn't stick to the wall very well either.
No, and so it's terrible to put on a vertical surface, which is what we're doing. And we're gonna do one surface at a time because this stuff doesn't seem like it's gonna dry. And then all of a sudden it gets away from you. This premix, oh, we just dropped it too. Yeah, this is really the best way I've found, sadly, to do this grout. So I don't know why this is so stressful. It really makes
It
your
is
blood
so-
pressure like, I feel like you might have a heart attack kind of like feeling.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
it's probably got to be wiped down already up there.
Okay, all right.
One side down of our grouting, and that was super awkward. Jason was like literally like body hugging me while he was doing the top. I was doing the bottom. And then I just remembered this morning, Jason said, don't get near me because I'm sick.
Well, not that
So-
I'm sick, I just don't feel good.
This video is brought to you by Magic Spoon, and they have reinvented cereal. And what I mean by that is they make cereal that tastes good while still being wholesome and high quality. Magic Spoon is great for me because it has way more protein and way less carbs than your normal cereal, and I need a lot of protein to make it through the day doing construction all day long. In addition to being high in protein, Magic Spoon also has 0 grams of sugar, is gluten-free, grain-free, and there's no artificial colors or sweeteners. And the best part is that Magic Spoon comes in all kinds of fun and delicious flavors like birthday cake, cookies and cream, blueberry muffin, and my favorite, maple waffle. I kind of feel like a kid. I can eat my favorite flavored cereal and it's not terrible for me. Magic Spoon also makes grain-free cereal bars that have 1 gram of sugar, 10 grams of protein, 4 net grams of carbs, and only 130 calories per bar.
My buddy Nick's here, and he's never had Magic Spoon cereal. He's gonna try it. What do you think?
It's actually pretty good.
Okay, there you go. There you got it from Nick. It's good. I was gonna eat the rest of that though, guy.
Just click the link below to get some Magic Spoon cereal for yourself. You can build your own variety box, and if you use my code Perkins, you can get $5 off. You can choose from the best-selling cocoa, fruity, frosted, peanut butter, cinnamon roll, and so many more. But wait, Magic Spoon is now adding the most anticipated and coveted fan favorite flavor, birthday cake, which I showed you earlier, to their permanent collection that will now be available for purchase year-round. Make sure to click the link in our video description or scan the QR code on the screen to get $5 off using my code Perkins, or just go to magicspoon.com/Perkins for $5 off your order, and make sure to add birthday cake. It's really good. Jason and I have survived the 2 side walls. Now we're to the back wall, and we've both swapped to the zip whatever cards for applying this stuff, and it's working great. I feel like we're gonna blow this out, and then we're gonna eat a sub, and it's gonna be a good day after all.
They call us the Zippy Twins.
Okay. Don't ever
I might
call
still
us.
be a redneck, sorry.
Don't ever call us the
You are.
Zippy Twins, ever. Nobody, please. We're moving in on this section where the tile lays into the wood in this cool detail. And I'm gonna grout right over the wood floor. I'm not gonna tape it or anything because we have already coated this with a coat of polyurethane, or 2, actually. 3, whatever it is. I'm confident that the grout is gonna wipe off. Otherwise, if you're doing this on like a floor that had not been finished at all, it could actually soak into the pores, like the color of this grout, and ruin your floor in some way. So just a note there, if you're just like, why is he not covering this up? That's why. So we're out here on the deck. Jono cleared it off, and Jamie went to get us some lumber, some PT at Ace, and then he came back and he forgot. So we found one board. We're gonna do the blocking for the perimeter sort of band, or what's that? Just border edge board, and then we're gonna start sticking this down. We're gonna be using composite decking on both of these decks, a brand called Envision, and Jamie's actually had Envision decking on his back deck for like 8 years. We've got one board down, and that took us a little bit because we're scampering around. We put it there instead of all the way at the outside so that we'd have something to stand on here while we made these cuts, and a little bit more intricate kind of work is a lot easier when you have something to stand on.
It helps, you know. It's a better feeling anyway.
We've decided to call it a day. It's raining just a little hard, and it's a little too cold. It's like 40 degrees and just wet. So I'm cold, getting ticked off about it. So we'll pick it up tomorrow.
You know it's going to be rainy and cold just like this tomorrow, right?
Okay. I'll wear more clothes. I just didn't dress right today.
That's all good. All right, help me get this stuff stacked up here.
Fresh bit?
Yeah.
All right.
If this one breaks, I'm out of here.
Okay.
Dude, we've been here for 4 minutes. I've already broken 2 bits. And I'm not even hitting them hard. I don't know what's going on.
We're using the grooved Envision decking. That means it has grooves in the side that accept this Everclip, which I really like because it's metal. It's not plastic like some of the other ones we've used. And we found the best method is to use a scrap piece to make sure that we don't suck this side of the clip down too much before we get the next board in. We get the next board in, and then we hit them home. And Jason's actually worn out like 3 drill bits already, or like the little T15s or whatever. Yeah, he's really hitting them home. He's like, what am I doing? He's lost his mind. So we're gonna get him to settle down a little bit, and then we'll be cruising.
Did you just break another bit?
Dude, I'm telling you, all I did was screw it down.
That
bro.
was the first screw.
And I didn't even hit it hard. Second screw. I don't need that many, dude.
Yeah, you're going through one per board.
It's not my
Seriously, that's
fault.
for you.
I got him.
All right.
We're smacking the whip.
She's sheared off. Okay.
I will say.
Well, hey, I just gave you 6 of them, so replace. All right, what you got going on here?
I'm gonna take this drill and put it on like 1.
Okay.
So as soon as it feels some tension, it'll not.
All right, yep. So you're gonna
Take it home.
clutch it up, so you can't mess it up. Perfect.
Good job. Is that it?
That's it.
Well, I like that.
I could help you if I wasn't videotaping you.
I think I got it. There we go. So I had to do something in here that I'm not proud of. When I was cleaning the tile before we did grout, I was using my chisel to scrape the thin set. And I accidentally slipped and I stabbed the supply line there with a chisel, a really sharp chisel. Stuck in it. I was like, ooh. So I called the plumber and I told him. And I also told him about all the other things that I had cut. And, you know, I couldn't see him, but I knew he was shaking his head and his eyes were just rolling like in circles.
Sorry, Aaron.
So he's got a host of things to
I
fix.
see that it's.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even there.
Yeah, there it is. Well, it's better for me to cut it out than just to leave it and try to remember later.
Yeah.
Right? So I think it's in my own safety, protection to do that. Although I have cut water lines and had them in the ceiling. I don't know if you remember the house where...
Oh, I remember where the
you know,
inspector saw the pipes just cut in the ceiling before
we were
insulation.
one day away from getting drywall installed, and I had cut water lines and forgot about it. I did it for the heat and air because there was a duct that had to go through there, and they had to reroute the supply line because it's more flexible than a 10-inch, 8-inch duct. Anyway, thank God for the inspector, because without that, we would have turned the water on and flooded the whole ceiling and therefore the whole kitchen, and it would have been a huge disaster. I mean, huge. Financially, time-wise, embarrassing.
I'm using my impact here, but it does have settings. That's why I think I'm not stripping out or breaking these bits off. So I'm going on 1 out of 3 here. And then I've got a big screw and small screw setting, and I've got her set on small there. And so,
That's why.
Well, I mean, come on.
See, my stuff's just hammer. My stuff doesn't have any weak settings. It's just power.
Yeah, it's
pure
kind of
power.
disappointing though if you don't realize it's set on weak and you go to hit a big screw and it's like and you're like, come on!
Wait, how'd that go?
Yeah, and then you gotta boop 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 boop. You know.
Yeah, I got you.
I got settings on my drill.
You do?
1, 2, 3, 4.
That stuff is everywhere. Oh my god.
Board too.
Wow.
Hey, so your Envision decking looks fantastic.
It really does, man.
I'm shocked how good it looks.
I'm super happy. I love the variation in the color. I love the texture. I love that it's nice and dark color. And luckily, it's not going to get a lot of sunlight and get too hot. Sometimes with dark colors of any kind of decking, you got to worry about getting hot.
What do you know about this decking?
Well, it's Envision decking. Actually, I found out that I have this same decking on my house, and I've had it for about 12 years. I just don't have the premium version, which this is. This is a wrapped version. It's
Encapsulated.
Called encapsulated, yeah. Well, yeah. Encapsulated, for those of you that don't speak Perkins. Here's a few other things I really like about the Envision decking. One is that the price point is better than most premium brands that have this good of a look and this quality of a product. I actually really like the density of this. As you walk on it, it feels nice and stiff. And the ends of the boards don't whip up on the factory ends, which I have seen before. So
That is a problem on some of the other brands.
it's visible in the finished product is the problem with some of the other ones that we've used. So this is nice and flat. I really like that.
What do you think about this weather?
Sucks.
What do you think about this guy?
Dude, this guy is like,
Did not see us coming.
one
Our
this
truck's bigger than yours, guy. Get out of the way.
clear.
Clear.
I'm sorry. What was the color of the paint you were looking for?
Warm llama.
Okay.
L-L-A-M-A llama.
That's what I thought I heard. And then I was, okay.
Yeah.
But they didn't have it anymore.
They couldn't find it. It was a special edition, maybe. It's like a,
I thought you said warm mama.
no, llama. It's like the kids' book.
Mama ding dong.
No, not like that.
We're wrapping up our decking here, and we did a couple of the old school Perkins tricks or tips for putting down this outside piece of decking. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you've already seen this, but we screwed these blocks, outriggers we call them, to the deck band to give us a support for that outside board so we could slide it all the way out and mark where the posts are without trying to just hold it out there in the air. And on the end right here, we let the two little ends overlap, and then we use the oscillating tool to cut straight through both of them in one line, like a 45, and that gave us a nice outside miter joint without having to think about it too much. The back deck was super fun, looks fantastic. We're gonna do the same thing again on a smaller deck up front here. Hopefully get done without getting poured rain on like we did yesterday afternoon. Is Jason peeing again?
Yeah.
Dude.
He just peed like 10 minutes ago.
So here's some wilderness survival stuff that might blow your mind.
Okay.
You pee more when it's cold
Yeah.
because your body is having to heat up all that extra liquid that's in your bladder, and that's wasting your body's heating energy. So your body, in order to preserve itself, gets rid of excess fluids when you're cold. And extra blood volume and everything. It's your body's way of preserving itself. Survival wilderness. Kind of, if you're freezing to death, you'll pee first, then freeze.
Okay, Bear Grylls.
It's another rainy morning. I just showed up to the job, and Jamie's remodeling his cardboard flue thing here. What's going on?
Well, thanks to my two friends, cardboard and tape, we can make anything that we can imagine a reality here before I build the real thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you like it better? That's the real
I
question.
do. I think it was a little squatty. And I think that it looked a little bit like a barbecue hood or maybe the front of a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
And this looks a little more, I'm going to say elegant.
I think maybe
a little
somewhere in between.
Maybe a little more stately. What do you mean? You don't like that? It's too tall?
I think maybe it's too tall.
Wait a minute. Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Well, let's see. This is the picture I got. Now, Ashley did a little bit of drawing on her iPad or something. Okay. So this is what I had to follow. All right. This is my this is what I'm making here.
Yeah, you did make that pretty accurately.
So I think I pretty well duplicated to my eye what that looks like, and I
think
don't know.
it's fine. I think it's fine.
You think
Build it.
Oh, it's fine to build it.
Yeah.
Do you think somebody's going to walk in here for the first time and look around and say, "Wow, it's okay"? I don't like it, but it's okay.
This looks like my house after the kids do a project.
It's arts and crafts time. I can tell you we can't really try too many more variations on design here because I'm running out of cardboard. I've got plenty of patience, but I'm out of cardboard. So I think this might be the final version.
I guess leave in the comments which of these you liked better, the rounded, more grill-looking top or the steeper, more stately, elegant looking. We are almost finished with this project, really. It doesn't look done, really, but we're really close. Just like the finishing touches is all that's left. In this house, as opposed to a lot of our other builds, you're gonna get to see it fully furnished with art on the walls and everything like move-in ready, because that's what it has to be to rent it. You can't just rent it like with no couch or no utensils. So
we already have about half of the furnishings already. We need to buy some couches and chairs.
Okay.
There's going to be a TV on the wall. There's going to be art. There's going to be blankets and pillows and places to sit. There's going to be a fully stocked kitchen.
Wow.
With all the utensils and cooking stuff, microwave.
You're describing everything that's in a house right now.
Yeah, no, I can keep going. There's more.
Okay.
If you wait, there's more.
So I know a lot of you guys have asked for that when we finish our builds, to have it fully done, and what does it look like when someone's living there? You're going to get to see it on this one, so just stay tuned.
That's pretty crazy. It sounds like it's going to look like a house.
It will.
It's going to have furniture and chairs and a TV.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Hey, thanks for building with us today. That's it for our video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please remember to get subscribed to our channel. Give us a thumbs up. Click the notifications bell. I know you hear people say that on YouTube, and it's because it makes a huge difference for the channel on YouTube when people do that. So please do that for us. Also, remember to check out the links in our description. We sell tool belts, PerkinsBuilderBelt.com. They're awesome, and it really helps to support us. There's a discounted link to True Work, which is the gear we wear. I'm in Las Vegas in a hotel room with Jason, and he's playing some sort of game. It's nighttime, and we're roommates. So that's what's happening right now. True Work, 15% off if you click that link. Also, JK Boots, that's Jamie's favorite work boots. There's a discounted link to that. That's an affiliate link for us, so that's awesome. Again, thanks for building with us. There's lots more to come, so we'll see you on the next one. Are you doing this again?
Listen, when I'm done, it's just going to be cardboard shavings. And yes, I'm doing it again.
Okay.
Well, what if this was round? See? And what if this went from a rectangle to round? Point to point. So I'm trying to...
It's probably not be fun to make out of metal if you did that.
No, it's not going good right now. I'm a little worried.
I think you just don't want to paint.
Trust me, I'd rather be painting than doing this.